Hello and welcome back to Multivendor X. Today's video is all about order management and how you can manage and track multiple orders at the same time. Orders are one of the important ways how the marketplace grows. Order management ensures a business workflow runs smoothly by establishing efficient process to keep it moving forward, maintaining customer satisfaction, and protecting a company's reputation. To learn how efficient the Multivendor X order management system is, we shall begin by placing an order. This is the shop page and we shall be selecting a product to order. This is my product and I have added it to my cart to purchase. On the checkout page, I will fill in all the necessary details and now click on the Place Order button. We have seen that we have been redirected to a thank you page saying your order has been received. Here we can see the corresponding order details with the respective vendor details with the billing and the shipping address. We are back on our admin dashboard and this is where the real work begins. From the admin dashboard, navigate to WooCommerce and from there go to Orders. Under this order page, we can view that the order that we have recently placed with its corresponding sub-order, order date, status and the order amount. Just a tiny detail I thought I should add, the order ID as a whole represents the total order irrespective of the vendor. The sub-order on the other hand represent the individual order of each vendor. As an admin, you can view order detail by clicking onto this order ID. Now, if the admin wants to check the vendor's order specification, that is product, tax, shipping, etc., then he can view them by clicking on the sub-order corresponding to the parent order. Once clicking on it, we get redirected to a page where we can view the complete detail regarding the order. Under the General tab, we can view the order date, time and the customer email ID. Besides that, there is the billing and the shipping address detail. From there, the order statuses can be changed by clicking on to the drop-down menu, of which we will learn in more detail while we discuss the vendor order management. We need to keep in mind that changing the order statuses from the admin dashboard will not reflect in the vendor dashboard. The vendors need to manually change their order from their respective ends. If we scroll down a little, we can view the total item cost with the shipping. From the Order Action tab, the admin can set action from the drop-down menus in need. Onto the Order Notes section, the admin can communicate to the respective vendors from here. By default, whenever the admin changes the order statuses, a status note gets attached to the Order Notes section automatically. Now, before we switch to the vendor dashboard to understand the vendor order management, the admin needs to provide their vendors with the capabilities to change their respective order statuses. At first, from the admin dashboard, navigate to Multivendor X module and enable this option so that you can send your vendors the invoice and the packaging slip, providing flexibility to your vendors. Make sure you have Multivendor X Pro activated to avail for this facility. Again, from the Multivendor X, navigate to Settings. Once redirected, click on Orders and there you will find an option. Swipe to allow the vendors to change their order statuses. This action helps the vendor to change their respective order statuses because the particular vendor has the visibility of their own product, which in turn will help the admin to manage the entire order. For example, you as a customer order two different products from two different vendors. It might confuse the admin regarding the particular order statuses, but when the vendor changes their order statuses, it gets reflected and the admin has a comprehensive view about the order. Now let's see how the vendors can view the order from their dashboard. From the dashboard, go to Orders. We need to keep in mind that orders are only created when a customer completes the checkout process. Now, the split order concepts fits here perfectly. Unlike the admin who can view the orders of all the vendors under their order log, for each vendors, we will create a new sub-order. So here the vendors can see a small summary of their orders only. For the vendors, the sub-orders are the main order. Each row displays useful details such as order number, date of purchase, order statuses, and vendor's earning. They can also filter order by date, month or yearly, and also by order statuses. On this page, you can see a section called Download CSV. This generally creates a CSV with all the order ID, date of purchase, time of purchase, vendor name, items bought, and quantity. Now using our quick action tool, a vendor can easily view the order details and provide shipping details. The download icon lets them download the CSV file of the order, and using the track icon, vendors can provide the shipping tracking details, that is shipment tracking URL and tracking ID. Now for the important part, order management, we can start by viewing the order log. Order rows have a preview eye icon which can be clicked by the vendor. Now that you have clicked it, as you can see, we are on the single order page where the order date, payment method and delivery location is provided. Below that, the billing, shipping and the customer details are given. As usual, from here the item details with all the breakups are mentioned. If by any chance the customer is not happy with the product received, then they have the option to refund their product. Now, by clicking onto this refund tab, the vendors can initiate the refund request for the customers. We have a separate video on how the refund process works, which I'll be linking in the description box below, so do not forget to check that out. The order note section performs multiple small functions. Here, the vendor can either add a private note for themselves or a public note for their customers and the admin. These notes can be small reminders like glass products, extra shipping charges, or product warranty period, or any other product related information. Along with this, the vendor can also view the history of the order note that the vendors have added either for himself or for his customers. The tracking number option asks you to provide the shipment tracking details, shipment tracking URL and the tracking ID. The URL and the ID entered here are mailed to the customers so that they can track their orders by themselves. From here, the vendors can also update their order statuses. Let's discuss each statuses one at a time. Pending payments. Pending payment statuses is displayed when payments that are scheduled to take place at a certain time and are yet to be completed. Completed. Completed order statuses is reflected when the transaction is completed from the customer's end and the order is delivered from the vendor's end. Failed. Failed order statuses is applicable when the transaction fails and no order reaches the customer. Processing. Processing order statuses implies that the vendor has received their payment and the order is about to be delivered to the customer. On hold. This status is given when the transaction is yet to be completed from either the vendor's end or the customer's end. Cancelled. Once an order is cancelled, the order request is removed from the list and no further action can be taken. Refunded. This status can be applied when the customer's refund request is accepted and granted. Now that the order is completed, both from the vendor and the admin end, let's take a glance at what happens to the customer's order that he has just placed. As you can see, the order status has changed from on hold to processing. It looks like the vendor has done his job. Now let's switch places with the customer who had placed the order to see what happens to his end. Here I am on the My Account page of my customer account. From here, I shall be navigating to the Orders tab present here. The order page has loaded, and as you can see that the customer have an order log as well. In this order log, me as a customer can view their past orders. I have unique orders and suborders ID which helps me track my orders individually. I also see the name of the seller so I can make trouble with them when I don't receive my orders. There also happens to be the order date, the order statuses which I will surely keep looking at till I receive the order. Along with this, there is the order amount that I had paid or am supposed to pay. And finally, the view option available under Actions. So let's click on the View button to see what we have here. First off, we see our unique order ID and date. Next, we have order details like the name of the product purchased, the quantity of the product, the subtotal amount based on the individual price of each product, the total amount, direct bank transfer. Yeah, I know it's pretty old school. You can also get to view the order details and your billing information. I hope you were pretty much impressed by our order management tutorial. With this, we have come to the end of our video. If you liked the tutorial, then do not forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel. Hit on the small red bell to get notified whenever we post a new video. Thank you for watching.